Hey guys, so I decided I was going to do this challenge. It was originally going to be a Facebook challenge, and then I kind of got tired of doing the whole Facebook photo challenge. I got kind of burnt out after I did Once Upon a Time, and then right away did Walking Dead. So I figured I would just do this 20 princess question challenge for my YouTube channel. I love Disney princesses. Obviously, if you guys I haven't been watching long enough to really know that, but I love Disney princesses. And so I thought this would be fun to do. So let's get started. So the first question is, the princess you adore most. I honestly can't choose between Rapunzel and Belle. I have loved Belle the longest, but Rapunzel just came along and just kind of took over everything. And so I don't know, it's really hard to decide between the two. So I just went with this picture. So question 2 is the princess you like the least. I had to go Snow White. I don't really know why. I've just never really cared for her very much. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. She's just not my kind of princess, I guess. Other than that, I would have to say probably the chick from Princess and the Frog, but that's just because I haven't seen Princess and the Frog, so I didn't think that'd be very fair if I put her as my least favorite princess. There, that's better. I felt like my hair was getting in the way. Ah, snowflake. So, question 3 is the princess you most relate to. Now, I had a different answer for this question, and then recently I saw Brave and I was like, oh my gosh, Merida and I are the same person. Like, seriously, we're the same person. I love redheads. I wish I had red hair. I wish I had her hair. Oh my gosh. Archery, hello. Celtic, Scottish, Irish, whatever you want to say. I have pretty strong roots in the whole Celtic family. And I love her. She's so independent and strong. And one of the things that I loved so much about Brave is that there's no romance. There's no prince that comes in and saves the day and makes her life complete. Merida is just Merida. She's happy to just be her, and that's what she's fighting for, is her right and her chance to be single and not be forced into a love story. And I just love that because I fought with that myself, not conforming to what my parents wanted for me growing up and what the world thinks I should be doing with my life, finding someone to be with and getting married and having children. And so I just really relate to Merida when it comes to that decision to just, do what makes you happy and not what people expect of you. So day 4 is the sidekick you wish you had. I'm sorry, you just can't get that much cuter than Gus Gus. He's just so adorable. Every time a friend of mine has a birthday, I send them a picture of him and the little soundbite of him going, "Happy birthday." The next question is the best friend that you would want to hang out with. I struggled with kind of understanding this question, like what they meant exactly, so I just took it as the princess that you would want to hang out with and be best friends with. Duh, Belle. As she was my original choice for a princess you most relate to, I mean, it just makes sense that I would want to be her best friend. Belle and I have a whole crap ton in common too. I mean, we have our love of books and our brown hair and just, I don't know, I would love Belle, and I think we would get along fantastically. Question 6 is the prince that you wish loved you. Now, I am very technical when it comes to my answers. Now, the Disney hero or like male, romantic interest that I would love to have would be Flynn Rider. But the question says what prince. Now see, because Flynn Rider is not a prince. He is not. So I can't choose him. But as far as princes go, have to go with Adam, or the Beast, because I love how his character changes in the movie and just becomes this real caring person who, I mean, focuses on more than just himself by the end of the movie, and he really changes. Whereas all the other princes that are in Disney movies never really have that kind of depth. They're just there to marry the princess at the end. But for me, Beast is the one that actually stands out because he changed. He had changing to do. And he had this growing process that I really loved. Question 7 is the parents you wish had raised you. I love Rapunzel's parents. I know you don't get to see them or really get to get a feel for their parenting, I guess, but I love them. They're so sweet, and I mean, I don't know. I can't even really explain why I love them so much, but they would be my first choice. Day 8 is the castle you wish you lived in. The castle from Beauty and the Beast. Come on. I mean, it's gorgeous, and the library. The library. I mean, come on. Just for the library alone, you should want to live in that castle. So day 9 is the town you wish you lived in. Now, technically, it's not a town, I know. It's a land or a country. But I love the surroundings that Merida grows up in. I love the forest and the just, how it's civilized, but not in the usual way, you know. It's more just like a village. So question 10 is the dress you wish you had. I have always loved Belle's ball gown. It is so gorgeous. And, if I could get married in that dress, I would get married in that dress. So day 11 is the voice you wish you had. Now, there are many very talented princesses, but I personally love Mandy Moore doing Rapunzel's voice, especially when it comes to her singing voice. It's just so gorgeous. So day 12 is 2 princesses you think would be best friends. Aren't those pictures just adorable? For some reason, I just think that Rapunzel and Giselle would be really good friends. I think they would get along just fantastically. I think it's mainly because of their sense of innocence and wonder, and I think they'd have so much fun just discovering all these new things together. Day 13 is 2 princesses you think that would detest each other. Again, I'm not exactly sure where I get this instinct from, but I just think that Mulan and Snow White would just pass each other. I don't think they would have anything to talk about or anything, to bond on, and so I don't think they would like each other very much. Day 14 is 2 sidekicks you think would make a great duo. Now, it's kind of funny, I just realized that I chose these 2 when I picked their counterparts to be best friends. But I think Pascal and, whoops, I can't think of his name. Oh my gosh, but the chipmunk from Enchanted. I think him and Pascal would get along really good because they're both kind of more the sense or the voice of reason to their princesses. So I think that they would get along good with trying to keep their princesses in check. So day 15 is 2 princes you think would be best buds. I really think with their background that Aladdin and Flynn Rider would be just fantastic friends. With them both having to grow up, on the streets, orphans, stealing, all that stuff. I think they would really bond over their past. And day 16 is a scene that makes you cry. Every time. It's so sad because I don't know if it's if it's Zachary Levi, or if it's Flynn Rider, or if it's Rapunzel's huge eyes when she's crying. But I just, every time I watch it, I'm just like, I don't want him to die. They just found each other. She's his new dream. Day 17 is a scene that makes you cheer. I hate how Giselle gets looked over. And she gets looked over all the time. Just because, I mean, the whole movie, it doesn't scream Disney, especially. Because it's not a cartoon, so everyone just kind of dismisses Giselle as a princess. But I love how she's the one that ended up saving the day in her movie. She's the one that ended up saving her prince and defeating the evil queen. So day 18 is a scene that makes you cringe. Well, it kind of goes back to day 16. I hate, because I know it's coming. Every time I know it's coming, and I'm like, why? Like, the first time I watched that movie, I was so shocked when that happened. I couldn't believe that just happened in a Disney movie. Day 19 is the story you wish was your life. I love Beauty and the Beast. I love how she sees through the fact that he's a beast and falls in love with the person. I love that. And, I mean, she ends up with this gorgeous castle with this amazing library. So, last question, 20. The movie you love the most. It has to be Tangled. I love Beauty and the Beast, and I love Brave, and all that, but Tangled, I think we watch it at least once a month, Shayna and I, and I just, every time, same exact parts make me laugh every time, make me happy, and I constantly sing along, and I'm always listening to the Tangled soundtrack, and I just, it's a lot of things. It's the story, it's Mandy Moore, it's the music, it's Zachary Levi, it's Flynn Rider, it's the dynamics of the story, and the whole Lost Princess thing, and yeah, it's just my favorite Disney movie. So thanks guys for joining me for this Princess Challenge. I hope you enjoyed it.
I see the light, and it's like the fog is lifted, and at last I see the light.